Hey, what's up, Hilo News family? This show is brought to you by Baptist Health's Pine app. Healthcare at your fingertips with the Pine app. Head to HiloNewsMiami.com right now to learn more about their app and all the new features created to improve your healthcare experience with Baptist Health. Thank you for tuning in. There's a 1 in 8 chance that a woman will develop breast cancer in her lifetime. And for Black women, we're more than likely to be diagnosed before the age of 50. Head to BaptistHealth.net right now to schedule your mammogram and be on the proactive side of care. Mammograms save lives.
When the last time you had a prostate screening?
I haven't done it.
What about colonoscopy?
I've been thinking about it. I know I have to do it.
Come on, man. You know, we can't wait till something happens. We can't wait for nobody to do it for us. We got to do it ourselves.
Yeah, you're right.
You know? So we got to make it a priority, man.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Full checkup once a year, and make sure you ask the doctors to get a PSA. And important, make sure you get that colonoscopy. You're 50 now, man. You got to get that done. Okay?
This was awesome. Thank you for tuning in. Hey, what's up, Hilo News family? Oh my gosh, we were having like the most extreme technical difficulties. So if you are watching this and you see another link, especially on our YouTube, get off of that and come over here. Okay. I'm hoping you guys are watching on the right link. That has never happened to us before. So look, when we live, like I said, anything that can go wrong will go wrong. Let me get this hair together because I didn't even get a chance to look at her in the mirror. What's up, y'all? What's up? How y'all feeling today? How y'all doing? Yes, let's keep that energy. Let's keep. Oh my gosh, we're so behind. Hey, boo. Hey, y'all. Thank y'all. Give me some love in the chat. I'm feeling real crazy right now because I was like, what's going on? What is going on? Thank you, friend. I'm trying. Today is just one of those days. Let me get some chapstick before we get into it. And because we got such a late start, I'm actually going to jump right into my first guest because this is actually the time that we would have been starting. But let me do my intro. Let me get myself together. Let's reset the timeline, okay? Let's reset the timeline. So y'all, let's get these lips moisturized. So Hello, News family. Welcome to another episode of the Can We Talk podcast, our show where we talk about dope things happening in the community, hot topics, and interviewing amazing people from South Florida. And today is no different. I'm glad to be back in my home office. Y'all know I've been on the road a lot the last few weeks. So, yeah, this is really cool to be back home, to be back, doing this for y'all live. So, yeah, y'all make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment in the comments. Y'all know, get the algorithm buzzing and all those good things. If you're watching over there on Facebook, give me some hearts, give me some love over there as well. Oh, Facebook is helping me out today. I'm gonna be able to put all these things in different chats at one time because I want these people to see us. So I'm sharing it over there too. So y'all make sure y'all share it as well. I usually do this on our break, but you know what? We are doing all these things right now. We are, because that's just what it is. So today is just one of those days, right? And I'm gonna roll with the punches because it's live, right? So I'm gonna say to tell the people on Facebook, tune in now. Hey, put a little smiley face for them, and there we go. Bam, bam. All right, come on, Facebook, get us going. So my first guest, we're doing things a little bit different after that. Then we're gonna go into our news you can use segment, right? So our first guest up is Dr. LaToya Lewis. She is an amazing healthcare professional. She's doing work around burnout and self-care. And we wanted to have her on during Mental Health Awareness Month, but it just didn't work out. But I'm glad we're able to have her on now. So without further ado, I would love to welcome to the show Dr. LaToya Lewis. Hey, welcome.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, look, we don't have your audio. Let's check that out. Can you
Can you hear me?
Oh,
can you hear me?
there you are.
All
Hey,
right.
hey. Good. Thank you, Dr. LaToya, for joining us today. How you doing?
I am doing wonderful. Thank you for having me. I appreciate
No,
it.
Of course. The conversation that we wanted to have is like very, very important. And like as an entrepreneur, I definitely could relate a lot to, what what you wanted to talk about, because a lot of people experience burnout and may not even know how to really process it, right?
Yeah.
So, let's just jump right in. Let's talk about, let's give them a little bit about your background, and then we'll get into that conversation on burnout. So, like, tell us like who you are, your pedigree, what you do, who you are, where your mama them from, like.
No problem. Thank you. So I am originally from the Twin Islands of Trinidad and Tobago. Woo, all my Trinis. Um, I've came here at a young age, lived on East Coast, West Coast, in South Florida for a while now, and I get the pleasure of teaching at the University of Miami School of Nursing and Health Studies. So I teach students about nursing, healthcare to get them ready. Previous role, I was a nurse manager in the intensive care unit at Jackson Memorial Hospital in South Florida, in the intensive care area. And essentially, that's where I got the bug of end of life care, caregiver burnout, whether it's from the family or from a healthcare provider standpoint, we still need to address it. So that has been my slow engine on trying to increase awareness, because in our community, what we see is a lot of individuals will suppress it because we shouldn't complain, we just need to keep moving. However, what we see right now with healthcare is that we're developing certain chronic illnesses, inflammation, and various things because of that suppression of stress. So, and that's
Wow.
what I'm focused on, is end of life care, compassionate care, caregiving, and caregiving burnout.
That's amazing. And I'm glad that you're addressing this. It's crazy. One of the influencers that I follow on social media has been talking about that end of life care, and like, millennials, we're now the new adults. And so, we're the ones making these really tough decisions that, auntie and grandma, mama them used to make it. So now we're making them. You have an amazing concept. What inspires you to develop soul-centered leadership?
I was inspired with Soul Central leadership when I was in the main hospital setting full time, because I realized that a lot of times that we were caring for patients based on an illness and not really incorporating their cultural needs, their spiritual needs. And that was really at times creating really a disservice, because think of it right now, any one of us are a patient in the hospital, and the person is just saying, based on your heart condition, this is what you need to do. You need to eat this, do this, all of these things, without looking at what that individual needs and what their goals are and where their perspective comes from. If we tell somebody, for example, we have heart issues, somebody might say, okay, I'm going to die,
Mm,
because of their cultural reference, their personal family references, all these things. So it's not really looking at a person one way. We're looking at the full picture. So that's where the soul comes in, because medicine is one thing, but the soul of the patient, the soul of the family is just as important.
yes.
So yeah,
I
that's
I
what I.
love that. Thank you for breaking that down for us, and just taking it back to caregiving. Can you talk to us about what that looks like, caregiver burnout, what that looks like in Black families, and why is it so often overlooked?
Yes. So essentially, what we found, and the literature is still developing on that, is in Black families, we have a generational way of saying, don't worry about it, keep going. Don't worry about it, nobody's coming to help you. Don't worry about it, what else are you going to do? And that then creates really a barrier for us to get help, because
Mhm.
we're like, if I say it to anybody, they're not going to take me seriously. They're going to tell me, why am I complaining? And it's not really a complaint that you're doing. You're really, under the cut, you're trying to get some support, because either you're not sleeping well, you're snapping at people. I don't know who out there, but you might be snapping at people. And and some people won't tell you you're doing that, because they're like, oh, she's gonna snap right at me, or he's gonna snap right back at me. There are people that are not sleeping well, they're not eating well, and there's no self-care. So you should do a check-in in our community, and it could be just a self check-in to say, okay, am I seeing these things happening? What we've also found in our community, it's generational. It's built in the roots of us to be hardworking people. So because
Mhm.
we're hardworking, if we tell somebody we're tired, everybody's gonna be like, everybody's tired. Why are you saying you're tired?
True.
So, but it's that person subtly, letting you know they're starting to feel burnout. We don't want the point of burnout to happen in our community to result more in heart disease. We don't want it to happen more and result with chronic conditions. We don't want more inflammation because we already know in our community we're at risk for a lot of stuff.
Yes.
So if diabetes and as well as other issues, if we don't get control of it and create a safe space, that caregiver burnout is real. It's not us complaining because of our generation. It's real. It's real. Unless we address that, we're going to continue to see the rising in statistics of various chronic conditions. So we need to reduce the mental stigma of asking for help. Because if we ask somebody for help, they're like, you can do it yourself. Go ahead. I did it. You can do it. So we need to get through that.
No, definitely. And just even switching gears a little bit, just to focus in on Black women, because it's a lot of us women that look like me and you that are stepping
Mm-hmm.
up and taking on these responsibilities. How can
Mm-hmm.
Black women honor the cultural expectation of being strong while also setting boundaries and protecting their own well-being?
Well, one aspect with that, I would say that Black women are expected to be the caregivers.
Mhm.
They're expected to be the caregivers of their family. If anybody gets sick, it's the Black woman in the family come and help, come and nurture. So what we need to do is a lot of our community has spiritual and religious associations. We need to tap into that. We need to tap into that because one of the aspects of community is important to make sure that the Black women is successful. So if they're working, plus caring for children and an older parent or a spouse that could be an ailment, the community can come in and there's something called respite care. Respite care is where there are different community organizations that could say, okay, every Friday for these 3 hours, we'll have somebody that'll come and help support you with care. Or we can have, if it's a person with a chronic condition, there are places they can go and then be there for a couple of hours a day. And that gives you just a few moments of clarity. So tapping into resources, because other communities tap into it. But we have a way to say that, you know what, I don't want to ask for help. And in Trinidad, we always say, keep your business in the house.
Mhm.
And a lot of times that person internally is breaking down and they're
Mm.
crying in the shower. They're crying in the car because if they say something, they're viewed as weak. So the Black women need to understand that, yes, it's ingrained in us to be strong, but where's strong getting you? Strong is getting you in the hospital. Strong is getting you with anxiety attacks. Strong is getting you depressed. Strong is getting you with hypertension, which you're already at risk for based on our culture. So strong is not working out for you. We're persevering, but you need to persevere with good mental health. So bringing back that 5 minutes of just silence, no noise,
Mm.
bringing back to your center and what is important to you. And then you can deal with everybody else. I don't know about you, Janae, but I always hear you can't pour from an empty cup.
Yes, so true.
Have you heard
Yeah,
it?
I
Yeah.
have heard that saying, and it's so true.
It is so true because we're pouring always, especially as Black women, we're pouring always into others. We're just like, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, oh, no problem. You need support. But then we're not seeing the water pour back into us. So if you're not seeing that, you need to do it for yourself. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, just stepping outside, just creating your own environment. I recommended that to one person and she's like, I know I don't have space in my house to do it, but I put it in my closet. And every time I
Mm.
go in my closet in this one little space, she has a little pillow and just like a little affirmation there. She's like, I think of you for 5 minutes. Just, you need to recover. And you can't
Mm.
expect others to do it for you. So that's what I would say to Black women.
Oh, love that. I hope y'all are out there taking notes because that's just not just for caregivers. That's for life. Because
Life.
we're all expected to be so strong, right? So these are great tips. Dr. LaToya, are there any resources or any organizations in South Florida or Miami that people should know about, like that caregivers can go and get help, especially when it comes to like their mental support or just support in general? Like, what are some of those resources that you can share with us?
So there are some mental health resources specifically designed for different illnesses, as well as there are general community mental resources. I can share with you some offline because it's a long list, depending on what the person needs. For example, if it is just to see a therapist, a family therapist, maybe your spouse and yourself, you're having issues, or maybe you're having issues with children, and that's burning on your mental health well-being. They're also based on illnesses. So let's say you have a loved one who has type 1 diabetes, for instance, which happens in our community as well, or type 2 diabetes. There are diabetes educators who can also connect us with therapists who understand what that is. And last but not least, we have a neurological issue within our community where we have Alzheimer's disease, dementia, Parkinson's, all of those things. And there are associations within Alzheimer's dementia organizations. AARP is another one for our older patients. If we go into the diabetes realm, there are diabetes people, as well as American Heart Association, heart disease. So Baptist Health has some programs available throughout South Florida, as well as AARP, as well as some of those other organizations based on illness, because we realize mental health is important.
Love that. Love that. Thank you for sharing that. And also to share that list with us. We can make that as a separate article and something for social, just as a resource for people in our community. Dr. LaToya, this has been amazing. Do you have any final thoughts and how can people find you? Anything that you wanted to touch on that we didn't speak on, definitely want to give you that opportunity to do that.
Okay, yes. So thanks. You can find me on Instagram at Dr. LaToya Lewis, Facebook, LaToya Lewis 06. I'm on TikTok as well as LinkedIn. I just want everybody to just tune into the acronym of CARE. So we need to check in with ourselves. We need to address anything. R is for resources. There are a lot of resources out there. And then E is just empowerment. Know that this mental stigma that our community experiences is a silent killer. It can lead to other things. So just feel empowered in your own way to speak up when you feel that you're overwhelmed. And it could be just a feeling in your body, or it could just be mentally you're sleeping and you're like, I just don't want to deal with the day. Reach out, because that's what we want to make sure everybody gets good care, especially as a caregiver.
I love that, love that, love that, guys. And if you go to our social media page, Dr. LaToya is tagged. Her Instagram is tagged on the promo flyer for today's episode. So that's a quick and easy way to be able to connect with her. Honestly, I'm glad I started this interview with you because I get very overwhelmed when I'm trying to do the show, doing it all by myself, like producing it live. So that reminder to woosah and
Take
take
a
a
breath.
breath when you're overwhelmed. Like that is the perfect way to reset the timeline of the show. I really, really appreciate you
No
bringing that
problem. Thanks for
zen
having me.
energy to the start of the show.
Woosah. Okay.
Yes, yes. And people are loving you in the comments. Look, you are now a friend of the show. So if there's anytime you want to come back, any information that the community needs to know about, please, please, please come back, Dr. LaToya. I really, really love these type of conversations because we can't talk about mental health enough. And I love the very specific niche that you're talking about with caregivers because it's something that's, at the top of mind for me as, I don't have like my mom doesn't have any issues, thank God. But these are things that I see other people my age dealing with. I'm like, wow, I may need to, think about this stuff too. So thank you for putting that to the forefront in ways that we can manage that as caregivers. And also too, to take care of our own health because you don't want to be taking care of somebody else. And now you sick, you don't make your own self sick. Like it's a nasty cycle that continues over and over. So again, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Pretty in that pink. Thank you, girl.
Thank you.
Oh man, that was amazing, y'all. Dr. LaToya like just reset my whole energy because I was like, I was feeling crazy, especially when I have two guests on and I don't trying to get better with everything with the timing. So shout out to our producer. I don't know if you guys saw at the start of the show, we had some really cool graphics. Oh, if you look at the other video, the wrong video, right? But we had some really cool graphics. Matter of fact, let me just show it to y'all real quick. She made some really, really cute things for us. So I had this up on the show, and it was like, while you were waiting, you saw this graphic, and she made these really cute things. So really, really loving Ashley J, who's starting with us, and she's helping me with um you know, getting the show together. And so we're gonna get we didn't officially start this week. So next week she will be with me. It'll be a smoother start. We're gonna be on time and have all the things. And I love this new graphic that she gave us. And this actually is a perfect segue into news you can use. Stay connected to South Florida. Hey, come on, y'all. Y'all see the upgrades? Let me upgrade you. Mama, let me. I wish I knew the words. Yeah, her graphic point is on. She's on point, right? She's also too. Just want to give a huge shout out, right, to the High Low News event coverage correspondent team, reporters, journalists, all the things, media editors. Like they really did their big one this past weekend for Labor Day weekend. We had 3 reporters out at various events. Our managing editor, Derica James, was out there at the Orange Blossom Classic events, and Uncle Waffles, Justin, Smith was out there covering Orange Blossom Classic for us as well and getting content and footage. And then also to Ashley J, who she's doing producing, but she's also a dope journalist and reporter. She was out there covering MD talk, the grand opening of the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce, and then she also to the historic Divine Nine Street acknowledgments. Well, the historic part was it was the first time that all the Divine Nine presidents were in town, and so in one place, and so that was powered by Councilman Reggie Leon out there, Miami Gardens, and so I had her out there getting coverage and doing interviews, and so I can't wait to show y'all that footage. Yeah, it's just been an amazing, amazing weekend, and I just when I see that and I'm like, oh my gosh, I got multiple people doing things and they're working for High Low News and they're out there repping us and people are getting back to me and be like, oh, I saw your reporter or this and that. I'm like we really got a real newsroom. Like we really out here doing it. And shout out to my sister Derica and my cousin Alexis who both work for the company. I'm like, sometimes I play a little bit too small with High Low News, and they're like, no, girl, like you're legit. We're legit. High Low News is a formidable news company. Please stop speaking down on her. Please stop looking small on her because she's not little. She's a big grown girl. Okay. She's a big girl. So that just kind of made me feel good to see us out there doing that. And also to shout out to Ed, who's our video editor, and Gabby Reed, who just started with us this week as our hard news reporter. So she's been killing it as well. And I just really, really grateful for our editorial team because that is the product, like, you know, operations and all the stuff we do on the back end that keeps us going. But without the content, we don't. That's our product. That's what we sell. That's our chicken. That's our French fries. That's the product. That's the toilet tissue. That's the chips. That's the juices. That's the clothes. That's the t-shirt. That's the socks. Like that is literally our product. And so without a team of people helping me create the product, this product that you see here, me talking is literally the product. We don't have a business, we don't have a newsroom, we don't have anything. So, and I dang sure at this point in life and in this phase in the business can't do it by myself. And so I'm so grateful for all of our team from editorial to operations who help us keep Hello News going, going, going. So definitely want to give y'all that shout out. But let's get into a little bit of news that we can use before we bring on our next guest. We have some, hot topics in the building. Some, what the hot topics is later, but we got some, cool things that I wanted to talk and discuss with y'all. So one of the things that I thought was really dope and some news that you can use. And let me share the screen because y'all know I love me a good visual. Wow. Let me get that up for y'all. I wanted to share this. Paul Wilson is running for Miami Garden City Council. He is the son of the Honorable Congresswoman Frederica Wilson. We all know the Wilson name. She has been in politics for a long time. So now he's throwing in his hat into the ring, and it's going to be interesting to see, what that turns out. I'm pretty sure. I mean, if I had to put my money on anybody, it would be him. I'm like, he has a name recognition. He's been in the community for a long time. So it'll be interesting to see that race. That's for seat. I think the seat that he's running for is currently Councilman Reggie Leon's seat. Um, so okay, celebrity mom. So that'll be interesting to see that race. So we just wanted to share that with y'all. He's from Miami Gardens, been in the community a long time. You can check out the full story there on High Low News. And so another story from some news you can use. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. So this is some Florida politics, so we need to make sure that we are staying on these things, y'all. So I'm gonna try to bring this stuff as early as possible to you guys as I can. And this is one of those stories that I will, happy to share sooner rather than later. So, former Florida House Speaker Renner joins race to succeed term limited DeSantis. So he's a Republican, former Speaker of the Florida House, is joining the race to succeed term limited Governor Ron DeSantis next year. Paul Renner announced his bid for governor on Wednesday, even as President Donald Trump has already endorsed Republican Rep. Byron Donalds for the job. As a legislator, he says, and Speaker of the House, I stood with Ron DeSantis to brand our state the free state of Florida. I'm running for governor so that when DeSantis era comes in, we can defend our voice victories and solve challenges that remain, Renner said in a statement. Renner said he will build on DeSantis' legacy, know that he helped deliver the legislative victories that made Florida what it is today. But Florida, but the governor said Renner doesn't have his backing. Ooh, child, like Ron DeSantis say shit. So that man don't say all of that just for Ron DeSantis to say he not gonna back him and support him. But just wanted to let y'all know that this man is running for governor. Y'all make sure y'all are definitely keeping an eye on these things. Hold up, I want to show him. Wait, we don't have a picture with him. Sorry, y'all. But we'll put something up on social media with his picture so y'all can know who he is. But yeah, this is what people the Republican Party, they're gearing up. In 2026, we have a gubernatorial race. A lot of Republicans are throwing their hat in. A lot of them want to continue Ron DeSantis's mantle, and just want to let y'all know who's out there. I'm not gonna tell y'all who to vote for. I'm not gonna tell you what party to belong to, but just know the facts, know the people, know the players, and make an informed decision. And just because if you're not at the table, you are on the menu. Please know. Okay. Hey, what's up? We got some lovely people in the chat today. Y'all give me some hearts. Y'all give me some love. Y'all give me some energy. I'm loving all of the family and friends in the chat today. I thank y'all for rocking with me. That's also helping me reset the energy because I was like, "Ugh." Almost like no show. I can't do it, but I pushed through because I definitely want to talk to my guest today, right? So I appreciate y'all. Hey, KK, what's up, y'all? In the comments. So another story on the news that you can use. Um, this is something that I just wanted to get just share some of the upcoming events that are happening in South Florida. As y'all know, every Monday on High Low News, we put out a post with upcoming events. And so it's a dope resource. A lot of people in the community reach out to us. They're always trying to figure out how to get on this list. So honestly, it's real easy. It's as easy as emailing us or sliding in our DMs. Like, just tell us that it's happening. And if we see it in time, you definitely want to get it to us. I would say the Friday before. So say, for example, if you have an event happening next week, you want to get it to us literally to get it to us tomorrow because our managing editor works on that on Monday. So by that time, it's too late for her to kind of sift through. She kind of knows what events. So you definitely want to get it to us like at least by the Friday before the week that you want your event to be featured in our weekly events post, right? Yes, keep letting us know what's happening in the community. We gonna keep it going. Thank you, babe. So let's see what's going on here this week in South Florida. What's the rest of the week, right? Because some of this stuff has already passed. It was Labor Day. But I like to go through it. So this is happening Saturday, Grandparents' Day, breakfast and celebration in Miami Gardens. So make sure y'all pull up. That is powered by Councilwoman Michelle Powell at the Miami Gardens Senior Family Center. So also too, this is happening on September 6th at 12 p.m. Women's Day at Holy Convention. This looks like a women's conference. And shout out to Delpha Samuels, my sister in pageantry, and I know she's a dope a pageant coach. So y'all check that out. This is also happening when, let me see the date. Oh, September 7th from 12 p.m. to 10 p.m. In Fort Lauderdale. So Master the Movement Workshop. So y'all check that out. And I think that's the last thing on our slide. So it's a few events happening this weekend. Check out our weekly events post that always stop drops on Monday. And if you want to be a part of it, just hit us up and let us know about it. Okay. So next in the news that you can use, um, oh, this is a cute one. What happened to her child? She every time I think about this, I get mad. This election. But shout out to our girl Kamala Harris, VP Kamala Harris. She is on a book tour and it's coming to Miami. Okay. So let's see when is it happening. Wait, them books $72. Okay, girl. So it's coming on September 23rd. Wait, hold up. Oh, the book ain't $72. The ticket is, but even still, girl, how y'all feel? They almost sold out, KK? Oh, okay, good. Because I'm like, how y'all feel about a $72 ticket to go see Kamala Harris? She ain't Michelle Obama. I'm not paying that. I love her, but I'm not paying those $72 to go see her. And really $73 because you got to round it up because it's 72.66. However, get your money in LA, okay? Get your money, Kamala. Get it how you live. Get all the things that they took from you, but you won't be taking my $72. But congratulations to you. If y'all want to go to a book tour, it's on September 23rd at the Arts Center downtown Miami. And I bet her book, oh, it's about 107 days. It's about her, it looks like her time in running for president. So child, I probably wouldn't even want to read that. I'd be crying because she ain't win. So there's that. Yeah, she getting the coins. She's getting the coins. Wait, I seen Michelle for free for free 99. Look, and I even think I would have paid 70 something for Michelle situation. I love Shell. I love Shell. I love Michelle Obama in a way that's like I feel like I know her. Like I really, really love Michelle Obama. Like for real, for real. Like that's my girl. That's my auntie. That's my cousin. That's my all my things. That's the I wish she would run for president. But I digress because I know she don't want to. Side note, do y'all be listening to her podcast with her brother? It is so good. So good. And one of my favorite episodes is with the Wayans family. Damon Wayans and Marlon Wayans were the guests and then they shot it a couple of months ago. But go check that out. It was such a good conversation. But back to Kamala, she's on book tour coming to Miami. Y'all check her out. And support our girl. If you got the 72 coins, if you gonna pay the 5. Her podcast is really good. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And so let's see what else we got here in our notes. In our notes. Oh, okay, this is a cute one. Y'all make sure y'all share this information as well. I like sharing stuff like this too. Affordable housing is coming to Overtown, right? Let me put this on the screen. Yes, great podcast. So Overtown's new $175 million. Yeah, we do need to cover that. Ashley, hit me up, Ashley, because we got a contact at the Art Center, so we just need to figure that out how to get a press pass if they giving them. It's probably real tight with the security and all the Secret Service. Even though I think Trump pulled Kamala's Secret Service. I think that being a, anyways, but Overtown's new 105 million. Let me start that over because we know we got to do our clean edits, right? So we are talking about new housing in Overtown, fueled by $175 million bond. And so it's aimed at cultural revival. So let's see what they talking about over here. The CRA is investing in housing and cultural preservation. And in the heart of Miami, where Overtown's rich cultural legacy meets the pulse of a growing city, um, and new eras unfolded. It's a renaissance aimed at. Hold on, let me see who wrote this because okay, because it was reading like a press release and no shade, but I'm like, this is not an ad, okay? But let's get back to it. Um, so the Renaissance is aimed at bridging the divide created long ago by I-95, restoring the historic Black neighborhood to its former glory. Okay, we like that, especially coming off of my time in Tulsa and on Black Wall Street and seeing that what really destroyed Black Wall Street was the construction of a highway, just like they destroyed Overtown with the construction of I-95. So glad to see that they're trying to restore that. And that these are some Black people at the helm. This is a I forgot this man's name, but I know he works closely with Commissioner Hardiman, and then he used to be his chief of staff, and this is Commissioner, City of Miami Commissioner Christine King in that photo. So on August 28th, the Southwest Overtown Park West Community Redevelopment Agency, say that 10 times fast, officially closed on a $175 million municipal bond, marking a historic moment for the community. Approved by the City of Miami in April and the Miami-Dade County Commission in July, the bond will finance an ambitious portfolio of projects, including affordable housing, infrastructure, cultural spaces, and public amenities. We look forward to seeing the dynamic projects improving the quality of life for our residents, said Christine King, chairwoman of the City of Miami Commission and SEO PWCRA board. So y'all can see read this full article on the Miami Times website. Shout out to Garth Reeves over there and the whole team. Hopefully, we're gonna be working on a project together soon. James McQueen, that's his name. But yeah, check this out. See what y'all need. Oh, the median household income in Overtown is 30,000, which suggests rent should be around 8 to 900 per month. Today, one bedroom apartments cost between 17 and $1,900. Oh wow! So yeah, hopefully this is helping and putting a dent in some of this high ass housing in Miami. And this is cool. I need to look into this project. I had a dope call today with the mortgage expert, Danny Felton, and he was telling me we were talking about like home ownership, and I'm looking to buy some property and get my first home in Miami and on my own home with my own name. And so I actually am looking into the Overtown and the Liberty City area, and I would love, love, love to buy my first home um, in those areas. And if this is a project that I could be a part of, let's go, girl. Let's go. I need a piece of apartment. Y'all are funny. Y'all are funny. Let's see what else we got here in the docket. Um, you know what we could do? We still got a few. Oh, these are oh man. Wait, let me see if my next guest is ready because we could even hop on a few minutes earlier if he is. Glendon, let me know. Give me a thumbs up backstage when you're ready to hop on. And we could bring you on because we ended that segment a few minutes early. But in the meantime, while he gets himself together, let's go on to the next segment. And I'm doing this because I'm trying to multitask because I really want to get this graphic in here because I didn't even know she made this. Ashley, you better get us together. We got to turn these into some movable graphics. Let me get this in here to the thing so that people can see your hard work. Your hard work. Your hard. Your hard work. I don't know what to think yet, but it needs to come on. So let me get this graphic for y'all. Stop doing this, computer. Like, don't show out on me. Do not show. I hate when my electronics want to show out because girl, you was not acting like this before, and now you want to act. I don't know why it's not letting me. Why it's not letting me download this file. The other one's acting like that too. We gonna get it together. Why would I, at this point, I'm finna show it. I'm finna show it. Why ain't no viruses? Oh, I can't stand this computer right now. I don't know what's going on and why I won't do the thing. Okay, well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just share this tab so y'all can see it. How about that? Feel good news. Here we go. Let me see. Can you see me, Janae? No, I can't see you, Glendon. I can't see I can't see you backstage. So that it may mean that your camera is not connected. They do move. Oh my gosh. I did not know. It's not download. We got to figure out. We got to upload it directly into StreamYard, Ashley, because it won't do it. But they can see the visual of the feel good news. Matter of fact, let me make her bigger so they can see it. Yes. So let's get into our feel good news segment while we get ready for our next guest and get into some of these stories. And y'all know this topic, I love you. Like if y'all want to have something featured during this is like positive news. This is funny stories. And so we like to share those things during this time. So welcome to our feel good news segment. And the first story up for today in our Feel Good News segment is Bethune-Cookman student receives inaugural Patricia Ann Harper Garrett Scholarship honoring trailblazing Miami educator. And that is the mom. You know what? I want to share this from our Instagram page because it's a better visual from there. That is the mother, the late mother of Jessica Mawkins. She has Hip Rock Star Agency, but her mom's a trailblazer from South Dade, and they have a scholarship in her honor. And it went to Patricia Ann Harper, amazing student from Bethune, and just want to say congratulations to her. We love to see a Black queen getting her things, especially honoring another Black queen. So salute, salute, salute to you. Oh, okay. I see you now, Glenda. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready to go. We're gonna try it out. We're gonna try it out. So let me give my next guest his intro, give him his things, right? So our next guest is the chair of the Miami Beach Black Affairs Advisory Committee. And he has some amazing information that he wants to share about Miami Beach and how us people who look, chocolate and melanated like me and him could be involved in what's going on the city of Miami Beach and just giving us some more updates. So without further ado, I would love to welcome to the show, Mr. Glendon Hall. Hey.
Hey, man, I tell you, these technical
Yay!
difficulties, crazy. Oh my goodness. It's like a conspiracy. I'm like, what is going on?
They don't even know because we were doing some tech support before the show
Oh my
started. So
Woo. All right. All right. Well, first I got to say I'm very, very happy to be here because, as you know, different outlets like, Roland Martin and others are such under attack. And I'm glad to see that you're out here. I mean, you're almost like the Underground Railroad out here. You know what I'm saying?
wow.
Giving us that information. And I'm dead serious because it is that serious right now. And so we are just happy that you're here and giving news and information that is undiluted in a state that is being used as a benchmark for the rest of the nation as far as confusion and misinformation. So I give you your flowers right now from an old head. Wow. Okay. And I appreciate you. I mean, I met you a while back at at some event that we had at I think it was the chamber had at the Parrot Garden, and I said hello and stuff, but I think you were getting an award or something like that. But yeah.
I want to. And you know what? Because I was looking in our text thread, and I was like, oh, because I saw how because I can see when we first connected, and I was like, oh, we met a few years back.
Yeah, a few years back. So my name's Glenn Hall, as you see in the thing there. I've been on Miami Beach over 22 years, and not only am I one of the founders, but I'm the chair of the Black Affairs Advisory on Miami Beach. I have many hats on the beach. I'm also president of one of the largest HOAs on the beach also. So even when people don't like me, they got to talk to me. And so people call me the Black Mayor. That's my moniker now. They call me the Black Mayor of Miami Beach because if anything needs to happen that's Black, I can get it done. And I'm not a lobbyist. It's because I love the city. I'm going to be retiring here. My kids are born and raised on Miami Beach. And so I want to make sure that I pass on all the knowledge and access to them and to anybody else, because sometimes, they look at me and they think like I'm some special Negro. They like me, but might know if you like me, you're going to like everybody. Everybody could have come over. You know what I'm saying? So, and very quickly, I'm going to just jump in very quickly at some of the accomplishments that we've done since as Black Affairs Advisory. We got in the first Black chief of police ever.
Oh, wow.
Right? That was a big deal because you have to create the environment, because if people don't feel safe, they're not going to want to come here. And there was a big push for this zero tolerance policing on Miami Beach. And I blocked that many times with commission, because zero tolerance policing means open season to kill and harass Black and brown people. And we will not have that while I'm here. Right. And I've blocked, even the mayor has come to me and said, Glenn, every time I try to kind of, they have constituents who push them and saying, you must do this. They want to see heads cracked, right? They want to see, dogs on the beach. They want to see mountain police. All that stuff we've blocked. I'm telling you.
Like the 1960s?
Exactly. And we have blocked all of that, right? Because he knows that if that even tries to come up, I'll get on your outlet. I'll get on channel 10, whatever, and I'll blow it up. And the thing
Blow
about
it
this
up, and I
me
will blow it up
is
gladly.
that I'm not coming with them with the whole race. No, I'm talking about, look, if you do something stupid on the beach, right? And then the county says they're not going to provide you additional police support, that's going to come out of our budget. And that's going to be coming out of my pocket. So you have a fiduciary responsibility not to be stupid. Because when you're stupid and you lose money because nobody's funding you from the county, then you got to come out of the city budget, which you didn't account for. Right? So you have to get them in a manner by which they understand, and that is money and votes. Right? So also we got, American Black Film Festival. They were thinking about leaving, right? And I actually talked with Jeff a couple of years ago and got them an initial commitment of $400,000, but in total $1.2 million to keep ABFF here.
Really?
There's a lot of things that go on in the
ABFF.
background. Right. And, we've gotten, just recently, we had our first pitch Miami Beach event last week. You guys, I saw one of your reporters at our third annual Urban Beach Week. Golf weekend. I'm sorry. That was hosted here. And so we tried to make sure that the Black experience on Miami Beach is 365, 24/7. So we have our calendar through the whole year, from the Miami Beach Creole Fest, ABFF, Miami Takeover, and Art of Go-Go. We just celebrated, people understand, we just celebrated the 50th anniversary of go-go music on Miami Beach 2 weeks ago.
Really? I didn't know they had roots on Miami Beach. That's a DC thing to me.
It's a DC thing, but they celebrate down here because the founder went to FAMU.
Really?
Yes. I see. And plus two, the founder of ABFF, Howard grad. So you see my Morehouse thing. I'm a big HBCU supporter, right? And Matthew Pygott is actually my son. I helped raise him.
Come on, Matt. I love Matt.
Oh yeah, I got him to go to Morehouse. Him and his brother, right?
Wow.
So we are, and actually we have an annual. This is going to be our third annual Miami Hip Hop Party that we're going to have up in North Beach. We have 2 years in a row we've had that.
When is that going to be?
In November.
Make sure we get that information.
Yes.
Can we come out and cover it, Glenn? Okay.
That's why I'm here, because I would always get, I didn't know about this. And we have all these different things. But unfortunately, sometimes I know the city doesn't. And we've pushed the city to do this, but you know how that can be. They don't understand the networks that we gravitate to and what we have. Right? They think they can put something on, Black Business Month for pitching on LinkedIn. I'm like, that's fine, but you're going to miss out a whole market, right? And so we're trying. In fact, one of our meetings, I want you to come on and introduce yourself, and I'm going to have the communications director on that meeting to listen to you and understand your impact, right? So there'll be no excuses for them not to advertise with you. Right? Because
that part.
here's this, that nothing works on Miami Beach without a commission sponsor and a budget. And I can get you both. Right?
Well, let's talk, Glenn. Right. Let's talk offline about that.
I'm gonna leave you with one more. Dexter Bridgman, MIA Legacy, right? Dexter,
that's one of my mentors.
Swore never to have an event on Miami Beach ever again. And I sat with him and said, look, bro, you're going to have MIA Legacy, the 20th anniversary event, the gala on the beach.
The Lowe's?
Right.
Wow.
And I got the city to pay close to $35,000 to host that from the city. Yes, we did that.
Come on now. And Hello News wants to start doing events. I mean, so here's the thing. I would love to have a business conversation with you, right? And I think there's some things we could do. One, I would love to be a media partner with what the Black Affairs Advisory Committee is doing, because what you're like, that's our direct, like you want to talk to our direct demographic. Now, here's the thing. We gotta, because you from Miami, right, Glenn? Like we know the history of the sun.
I've been here since 1979. I wasn't born here. I'm from the Caribbean, like your previous host, but yeah, I'm from Jamaica. But we all part of the Black diaspora.
Yeah, but no, you've been here that long. You from here at this point. And
I got a 305 area code. That's right. My phone.
But so I gotta bring up the history of Miami Beach being a sundown town,
Absolutely.
and the history of us being harassed and treated unfairly, and racism, just unfair treatment to Black people on Miami Beach. And so there's this stigma around not really like what the locals say. We don't really go out there and fool with the beach because they don't really want us out there. They don't even want to take our money. As recently as I think it was during COVID, like 2020 or 2021, someone I know, my mom's friend was on at a steakhouse on Miami Beach. They refused her service and told her, "Wouldn't you want to go to Burger King instead?" So this is not like I'm talking about 1940.
Right.
This is 2020, and you still hear instances of things like this. And so here's the thing: I love Miami Beach. Tore Miami Beach down, clubbing in college. Love it, love it, love it. Like I love going out to Miami Beach. It's beautiful. It's our, shining jewel. I say there's no other city better in the world than Miami, and I feel like Miami Beach is definitely a part of it. But I do understand that kind of rub that especially Black natives have when it comes to the relationship of the beach. And so what is the Black advisory board doing as far as like those relations and just trying to make us feel more welcome on the beach? I know you said events, but like what are those internal talks like? Because I know you know how we feel about the beach. We love it, but we it's like, why go somewhere where we not wanting it?
Right. Well, number one is getting a Black police chief. And a real one, right? Not a figurehead, right? He went to Florida Memorial. He's an alpha, right? So he's a real Black man. And he's Bahamian. Because people need to realize.
When did he start? When did he start?
He started at what did he start at Miami Beach PD for like 30 years. But he's been a police chief now for probably like 3 years now, 2 to 3 years. Right. And that's a big deal. Not only is he there on top, he's bringing up people in the line and promoting women and other Black folk through the ranks. He's got commanders. The first female commander on Miami Beach history, Black one, was under his watch. She's a friend of mine, right? So the whole holistic view of recruiting and retention and promotion is there. But a lot of people need to realize too, and this is very, very important. Black Bahamian hands built this damn city. You need to understand that, right?
That part.
Before all of these knuckleheads showed up, they were here. They were guiding slaves across into the Bahamas. So Black Bahamian hands built this city. Black talent, from Ella Fitzgerald to Josephine Baker, even up to damn Prince, made it cool. So you have to ask nobody, no one for permission to be here. We own this. And people need to understand that. You have people on Miami in this area, Miami-Dade, have a mental block, right? Black folk own this city. We built it. We made it cool, so we own it. And when you change that to a more ownership mentality, then you change your mindset. Casa Matilda is a Black-owned restaurant on Miami Beach. Do you know that?
No.
Right. We have all our BPN events there. We have our Creole Fest there, right? It's south of 5th. Casa Matilda, right? You need to get to know that.
I need to get over there. I've never been before.
Exactly. See, back in the day, we only had like Tap back in the day. And then we had Fat Ronnie's that I got them funding from MD. But they had some issues with their street. They shut the street down, so they had to shut down. They're probably gonna be back. They have a lot.
I like that, Ron. You talking about the burger?
Yeah,
spot,
right. Fat Ronnie's. They have a location up north, on one of the islands up there, and so Martha's Vineyard, and so they still have the operation, but it's gonna find another location. But the fact is, Casa Matilda is a Black-owned restaurant on Miami Beach, and we have our Black events there, and they have to be supported, right? So the reason why I'm on is to let everybody know that we've had, Muhammad Ali events. I'm going to show you about MIA Legacy, which you saw that we got and we funded, right? And follow up to that, people don't even know that the Bath Club is Black-owned. Do you know that?
No, I didn't.
You didn't know that, did you?
No, I feel honestly, Glenn, as you're talking, I'm like, to me, story ideas are in different ways that we
Oh
could
yeah,
collab. But I'm like, there should be two things that I, like you said, the city is not doing a good job of like marketing and letting us know like these are the efforts and strides that they're doing to be more inclusive. So to me, the story should have been reaching out to outlets like me, Dexter, Miami Times, and say,
right.
hey, we have this
Mhm.
new black police chief, and he's doing historic moves with first black women commanders. Like that's a story in itself.
Yes,
Like, and we would love to see that. And then also too, I think there should be some type of guide or list that we should work with you guys on to highlight the black owned businesses on Miami Beach. Because
I will do
to
that.
me, I think the only one I knew was Fat Ronnie's, was it? And I know the Prince brothers out of Miami Gardens, Freezy and
Finger
E
licking.
Class. I think they have their restaurant there. And I know Peter his restaurant closed. I used to like
Right.
going to,
The licking is still around too.
yeah, they're still around, but what was Peter's restaurant?
That was something one, like Cafe
Yeah,
One or
bar
something like that.
bar one, and I
Bar one.
loved bar one.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
But those are the only ones I knew. So to note that there are these other businesses there
Yeah.
that are thriving
On
and been
Washington
there for a long
Avenue,
time.
and then Troy Wright, who's a very dear friend of mine, he runs the Washington Avenue bid, and he puts on events throughout the year, and he's fantastic, great guy. And the thing about it is, you got to deal with folk who real black. I mean, there's figureheads, and there's people who are real. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I
And
like you, Glendon.
and you can't fall for the okey doke. I mean, look at that damn Surgeon General for the state of Florida.
Child, that's our hot topic for today.
Ah, you know what I'm saying? You can always pick one out. Don't let me
Mhm.
talk about other man. Don't get me started. Let me just focus on Miami Beach. But I can send you all the stuff from in January. We have 5,000 role models. The breakfast that we have here. We have our own Martin Luther King Day. We have a bunch of celebrations throughout this. The Vegan Fest with Hungry Black Man. We even gave him a proclamation.
Wow.
We've
Yeah,
been
he
doing
does throw the
all of
vegan
this.
fest out there.
Yeah, and we've done all of this stuff that's been going on that we need to expand and let everybody know, because all you guys are welcome. But like I said, like even the bathhouse, Don Peoples III is a dear friend of mine, and just to let you know, the Black Culture Advisory is not just events, right? We do policy, programming, and procurement, right?
I'm glad you broke that down because I was going to ask you that. Like, what do you guys do?
We hit on the three things, right? So on the procurement side, I give you one big win we just got. Don Peoples has the third. He has a legacy real estate development project, right? Mm-hmm. That the city put out an RFP. He responded correctly and was the only one that qualified. Yet a city commissioner tried to block it.
Wow.
And we fought that for 2 years. 2 years I fought that, and it just passed that he got it.
Wow.
To develop a project right across from the convention center.
And let people know who Don Peoples is. I know we both know, but like he's a big deal.
The dad was probably the biggest Black developer in the nation. Back in the day when we had the boycott, when Mandela was disrespected by the Miami-Dade Commission, and we put together a boycott, and we boycotted Florida. H.T. Smith was the leader of that, and as a result of that, we got to have a Black hotel, Crown Plaza, which Don Peoples developed and owned for many years. Then he sold it, and he bought all the properties on the beach, and he bought the bathhouse. So the bathhouse is very significant because up to probably the 70s, they never allowed Blacks or Jews. It was a private club. Wow. Right. And he bought it, renovated it, built a condo by it, and now it's still, it's still a club, right? It's member only kind of thing, right? But anybody can be part of it. So, in fact, a lot of people don't know that Kendrick Meek lives on the beach.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. He actually, I've known for the last couple of years, but I've kept it on the down low. But now he's now on the Black Affairs Advisory Committee right now.
Nice.
And he's a member there. So the first time we met to eat, he's a member of the Bath Club.
Wow. Is this more exclusive than Soho House?
Oh, yeah. You have to. Bath Club is probably like a $50,000 membership fee plus $10,000 a year.
I haven't even started dreaming that big.
Right. You see what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, but think about this. MIA Legacy did the last photo shoot there, right? That I arranged. And they got that done for free. Because usually sometimes you go to these buildings, you got to pay a fee. So now him and Don are very, very close. And what we're trying to do is have some more events there, etc. But now it's open to us. And now Don he's not like reciprocal, but he knows how much we worked hard for him to get him that deal. So now I was like, bro, let's do this. Right? And it's not just for me, it's for anybody who, we put together these different things in a very high-end fashion and get stuff done. But he's a partner, right? And so we want to let you guys know that as long as I'm living on the beach, which is going to be a long-ass time, they're going to catch the heat from me, right? and my daughter went to Spelman. She just graduated. So and let me tell you real quick, I got to give her a shout out. Back in 2021, right? You know the Silver Knight Award, right? Silver Knight Foundation. Yes. She was the only kid on Miami Beach to get Silver Knight. Not white, not Jewish, not Hispanic. Ooh. 2021, a black child on Miami Beach was the only kid on Miami Beach to get Silver Knight. Was my daughter, Leandra Hall. And she didn't even go to Beach High. She went to Master Academy. You know what I'm saying? But just to show you,
yes,
we show them that we're not just here. We excel. And I made sure that she got a proclamation from the city, Leandra Hall Day. And my son just got Maceo Hall Day a couple months ago because he's up in Mississippi. He's 18 flying planes.
Oh, you were telling me about your son.
Yes.
Yes.
He's got a full scholarship to go to Jacksonville University, but I sent him up into a Black aviation program, the Organization of Black Aerospace Professionals. And right now, he just did his first solo 2 weeks ago. By the end of this month, he's going to have his full license. So all I'm saying is we are here. We are a Black family on Miami Beach, and we are showing them excellence in all levels, right? We're not here, just cozying up to our proximity to whiteness and getting rid of all our, Blackness. No. You see what I got on right here? Cool. I'm president of the Mohawks Miami chapter. So I'm bringing the heat.
I know, but here's the thing. What I love about it, Glenn, because you're so clearly educated and accomplished, but you're so Black. They probably like, we can't, like, you're their worst nightmare. Like, you're that white power structure. And I'm not just even talking about Miami Beach, just in general. Like, that energy that you bring is like, you can't just, I'm quick with it. You can't pull the wool over my eyes. I know how this works.
No.
And I got chills when you said, no, we built this. This is ours. We deserve to be there. I never felt an ownership of Miami Beach until you said it in that way. I'm like, you're right. The culture, the swag, like
the physical structure of the physical foundation of this city. This city was a little island with mangroves, right? Bahamians came here, cut all them damn mangroves down so they could dredge. And literally they caught Fisher with his little racist butt, his racist ass.
Fisher Island.
You call Fisher, actually gave them land as payment for a while, right? And
is that who Fisher Island's named after? Who you're referring to?
Yeah, unfortunately. But as you know, Dana Dorsey used to own that too. Mm-hmm. Dana Dorsey used to own that. Black man used to own that, right? And so Carl Fisher came here, started his little, thing, right? And he was anti-Semite too. Right? He hated Jews, right?
Wow.
And so there were actually folks who worked on Miami Beach who actually had Black-owned land on Miami Beach. But after a while, during the Depression or whatever, they basically sold it to get their money and they moved on. But yeah, the Black experience on Miami Beach is deep. I mean, Josephine Baker, like I think back in 1951, this was the first, she desegregated Miami Beach clubs back in like 1951, 52.
Wow.
People don't realize that. So all that history in there, and what I'm trying to do now is develop a Black tour of Miami Beach in order to support the Black businesses. So if you come here on a cruise, rather than going up the damn the Everglades and watch somebody arrested some damn alligator. Do a black tour of the beach where you hit when Muhammad Ali was trained. You hit where Josephine Baker desegregated. You know, all these different elements. There's even a hotel called the Black Rock that's still there that hosted the first Black convention on Miami Beach, and the building's still there. So all these different elements of the area that could be used as a tour. And then after you finish the tour, they drop you off at Casa Matilda or drop you off at any other Black restaurant. So when it's downturn, they have a steady stream of clientele. So when there's downtime to cycle, at least they can have money to pay rent or pay, payroll. I've owned businesses before. I know how it is, right? But this is the kind of stuff that is not going to be done by the city. We have to do it, right? And the only way they do it is I get a commissioner to sponsor it, and we get a budget. And the reason why the commissioners listen to me, because I get them elected. Because I'm also president of the Lagos Pine Tree HOA. So even if you don't like me, even if you
gotta deal with me,
you gotta talk to me.
Come on. Seriously, now.
It's
called power.
Oh, dude. Let me tell you something. When I used to work for the city of Miami Beach back in the day. When I show up at City Hall at a commission meeting, literally 5 or 6 directors will come up to me and say, "Glenn, what you here for? What you here for?" I'm like, "Dude, don't worry, bro.
It's cool. It's cool.
You ain't on my list today because they know it's smoke. They know it's smoke.
I love this
joke to
energy.
Me. Yeah, they come to me like, "Glenn, what you on for, bro?" I'm like, "Bro, don't worry about it. You good? Yeah, you good, bro? You good? You know." It's crazy.
You are a bad MFer.
Oh yes. My influence extends not only down here, but all the way up to Broward too. Because I have, I go to church up there, I have my family up there and everything else. So I have stuff from Dr. Osgood, or state senator, a dear friend of mine, all the way down to Miami. Everybody. And I'm somebody that they know is real. I'm not somebody who's gonna be like, I don't work for the city. I'm not a lobbyist. You're gonna get it straight from me. If I see you, I'm gonna say hello. I ain't gonna be like looking all around trying to figure out who else is looking. Nah. And the thing about it is, people think just like how Malcolm X was back in the day. You think because you're light skinned, got your little green eyes, that you ain't black? Ooh. I'm like Malcolm X.
A lot of times y'all be the blackest, blackety black.
In Jamaica, it said, "I'm red, but me dread."
Hey, come on now. You about to turn us out. Bloop, 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 bloop.
Bloop, bloop. Oh, yeah. Lick shot. Bye, 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 bye. You know what's up?
But good. Wait, so I just wanted to show this for you, like, because some of the comments coming in. So do you know Key2 MIA, who does the tours in Overtown and Little Haiti? Black-owned business.
The other person I know used to do them traditionally. Her name is escaping me right now, but she used to do tours like 10 years ago. And I've already connected. In fact, American Black Film Festival is going to have a Black tour for the first time next year. We're putting that together with her.
Wow.
Yeah. I've talked with Jeff Friday.
I wonder if we talk about the same person, because it's I don't know a lot of people doing tours like that, cultural tours.
Yeah, but she did hers years. There's a lot of people doing smaller ones. Her stuff is deep. Gotcha. Like I said, they'll come to me. But yeah, I've already connected her and Jeff Friday, and they're talking about in LA to actually have a Black tour for ABFF, and we want to expand it and expand it and expand it. That's what we want to do, because we got the chamber here on board. But there's different forces and silliness. You know how it is. You've been to Miami-Dade, man. A lot of foolishness happens and stuff. And so all you basically have to do is outlast these knuckleheads.
Ooh, that part.
That's a word. Ain't going nowhere. And
that's a word right there, Glenn.
There's people in Miami-Dade who don't like me, who act like they like me, but they don't like me because I'm very forceful, and I don't play their games. And sadly, there were a lot of people who in Miami-Dade who are trying to be that special Negro that could get Miami to pay for them to calm the natives down and bring everything together, right? And here I come getting stuff done, and then looking at me like, what the hell? And I'm not getting paid for this. These guys want to get paid to do this. Folks who I know have asked Jeff Friday to pay them to give him the access that I've given him for free.
Wow. You see how
that's real, right? So yeah, it's a difference. And Yeah, so many people here have asked me, Glenn, when you gonna run for office? I'm like, look, dude, I get more stuff going on now without even doing that. I'll be
And
restricted.
people don't understand that you're more powerful.
Influence. Right? They may have the power. They may have the power, but I have the influence. There's a difference. Right?
You're right.
And I can hang out and party whenever I want to without no click, 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 whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because I party. I was just in Atlanta just this past weekend for house in the park with my Spelman. Yeah, Spelman Morehouse Sisters AUC vibe. It's wonderful. And I go to Chicago every year for Chosen Few. I'm a house head.
I love Chicago. I just got back from Chicago. Had a great time. Chicago's just so dope, especially when it's warm and not cold.
They call it summertime chai.
Yes, summertime chai is the best. Yeah. And that city's so beautiful.
But if you
my gosh, Glenn, you are that guy. I'm so glad that you came on and gave us all these gems and information and all these deep cuts about Miami Beach and how like I now feel like an ownership of Miami Beach. Never before
you need to own it.
Go over on the other side of the bridge.
Change the mindset.
I'm changing my mindset. I'm mad because a couple of years ago, me and two friends were curating an event. We wanted to do an honoring Black millennials for Black History Month. We had an awards ceremony. At the time, we had Jack Daniels as our sponsor, and we wanted to do our second year on Miami Beach. And we were trying to get, I think, either the FIU or what's the one where they do ABFF, the night.
Yeah, so you got FIU Wilson that you had, and then you had New World.
New World. So we were in between those two venues, and I wish I knew you then, because I'm like, we would have got it going, because what we were trying to do, we had like a sold out event, 300 people honoring. Like, I'm like, we wanted to bring it to Miami Beach, but we were just like, it was just too difficult to get it done, and we
you can have it at the Bass. You can have it at the Bass, and also I used to know the executive director for the Miami Beach Art Deco Museum. Also on 10th and Ocean. See, girl, we gotta talk. We gotta talk.
Oh yeah. I owe you lunch now.
Your cup gonna run over. I got all this access and everything else because what I do, I make those connections because I know you're gonna do well. The same reason why I went to bat for MIA Legacy. I know you're gonna hit it at the park, and that was the best. That was the best event he's ever had. And here it is. He was like, Glenn, I'm never going to have an event on the beach ever again. He used to live on the beach, and he got treated so wrong. And I got him back. And then I said, we're going to have it at the low. They tried to kick it to the city. City was playing around. I'm like, bro, they're going to fail you. You need to deal with me and the commissioner. And that's what we did. And we got it done. And he got the money. And it was fantastic. Now, we can't even do nothing, right? All this crazy Doge foolishness, blah, blah, blah. And all the funding is dried up. But I told him, bro, we're going to get this done. We're going to get this done now. Now.
Yes. Man, Glendon, you are a force. I'm so glad that, we reconnected, and shout out to Matthew Pygott who helped reconnect us. And we just got to make sure that we keep building on this. And first of all, I feel that I feel like your Caribbean energy is like that. I feel like that gives you that. Do you feel that way? Because and this is a aside. I feel like because of how like the Caribbean structure is and the Black structure there, you come to America with like that sense of self that sense of knowing like who you are and whose you are, and that like confidence and dominance. I'm like, and you bring that energy into kind of like, and Miami's not the South, but it's a little Southern energy. Like I feel that coming through in how you move on Miami Beach and how you got these people like moving and eating.
Yeah, but you know what it is? It's a mindset. It is a mindset. When you come here as an immigrant, and I can even talk to Dr. Lewis. I think the stress and the depression is even worse because it's a higher level if you're from the Caribbean, because you are expected to excel. Okay, you coming from one place and you made it over here, so you're expected to excel. So when they're going through problems, whatever, it's even worse. I'm gonna tell you, it's even worse on an immigrant who's coming here and who is supposed to succeed. You know what I'm saying? Let me plug in my laptop. My laptop about to die on me over here. But yeah, It's something that is we demand a lot, and I'm just here, but I don't use that as a crutch. I'm here for the whole diaspora. I give credit. I give credit to Black folk here. Every immigrant in this damn country should pay a fee to Black people, right? Because they broke every damn thing down for us. Then they come over here and act like they're brand new, especially these damn Cubans, right?
Ooh,
right? We have come here, Black folks here have broken down all the barriers for everybody else to come over here, for your ass to come here and act brand new. Don't do that. Give your props. And when we act, just like Malcolm X says, we act as part of diaspora. We are Black. Before, when they were trying to put together this affairs thing, they want to call it African. No, it's not African. It's Black. It's the whole diaspora. Haitian, Dominican, Panamanian, Cuban, anybody who recognizes it, or even if you don't recognize it, we still see your ass with your curly ass here and your big ass. Okay?
Glenn, you better come on now. Come on, hey, we need a part 2, Glenn.
My laptop about to die on me over here.
I know. Look, Glenn, before you go, let people know how they could connect with you, how they could connect with the Miami Beach Black Affairs Committee, what we need to do to make sure we support and connect with you all.
Well, I want you to have me on again. For one thing, I want you to have me on
easy.
Again.
You a friend of the show now. Just let me know when.
Okay. And so my Instagram is H Glendon. You can catch all my stuff there, right? We're putting together a website. Also, we have a website, but it hasn't gone live yet because the city's tripping on it. But what I can do is I can send you our events and programming. We have a calendar and our highlighted accomplishments, so everybody can see our calendar for the whole year, so you know when it's coming. And our accomplishments, so you can say, everybody said, what the hell Black Affairs does? You can say, we got $1.2 million for ABFF. We got our first Black, police chief. We got, Don Peoples to get his project up when they were trying to block it. All these things up, that's big money, right? Not only on the procurement side, but the programming side. And we have blocked any reference to zero tolerance policing on Miami Beach. So we are safe to be on the freaking beach, right?
Yes.
And we are there. And I'm out there like 2-3 o'clock in the morning. You can ask these guys with the goodwill ambassadors, making sure that our people are safe, right? And I don't get paid for that. But I want to make sure that we are treated correctly. And that's what I make sure happens. But yeah, I'm going to be on again.
Yes, let's go. Well, first of all, because we need to talk offline because I'm
definitely
trying to figure out some things. But this is amazing, Glenn. I'm so glad that we connected, and just thank you for breaking down this history and the how things work politically and socially on the beach, and just giving us all just some pride in knowing that we own the beach and we built the beach. I've never really even had that perspective before. I am forever changing how I view the beach now. Now I claim it because I never even claimed it as a Black situation. It's ours.
We were here first.
And my family is Bahamian.
Exactly.
So yes,
it's your island.
Come on now. Come on the beach. Hey. So this is so good. Glenn, please come back on the show. We love your energy. I love what you're saying. And I want to make sure that Hilo News is a partner, especially what the Miami Beach Black Affairs Committee has going on. Let's just make sure we dig in deep, and I want to be a media partner and help amplify what you guys are doing.
I want you to get paid.
I want to get paid too.
I want you to get paid. And I want you to be part of this, part of the growth, to get the word out that this beach here, and I want to tell you one other quick thing. Yeah. There was a move to take out the police chief, to take him out, to remove him, because they said he wasn't responding strong enough against the Palestinian protests on the beach. I got 30 rabbis to write a letter on his behalf to keep him.
Wow.
That's the influence I have in the Jewish community. Because I've done a lot of stuff on that side too, previously, bringing both Black and Jewish communities together. So when I saw that happening, I pulled a favor. And that even surprised the mayor. The mayor was like, whoa. I'm like, yeah, bro. I don't just know Black people, right? I have alliances in the Jewish community, LGBTQ, Cuban, Hispanic, everything on down. You cannot survive down here without alliances, right?
Oh, that part. That's a word.
Be diverse in your portfolio and the people you know. And the influence that you carry, right? It's important.
Look, you about to get me lost in what you're saying. I'm like, I'm forgetting we doing an interview. Glenn, this has been amazing. Please come back. Let's tap in offline. There's so much stuff that I would love to do and work with you on. And just thank you for sharing your space, time, and energy, and your knowledge, and informing our audience on what's going on. And definitely come back on the show. Like, I love this. This was everything.
And
Thank
we
you so
love
much.
you. We love you, child. I'm gonna tell you something.
I saw
You
your comment in the chat that touched me. Thank you.
I'm serious now. You are the answer to ancestors' prayers, baby. I'm telling you. You're doing it.
Don't make me cry.
You are doing it. You are doing it. Right? You are doing it. You are we have to be that Underground Railroad now because it's gonna get crazier. And I got land in Jamaica I'm gonna run to and come back after everything cools down. I already got my stuff prepped. I ain't waiting. Woo. Y'all can come down with me.
I save some room for me.
You got places in Jamaica, y'all. You can go down there and cool out a little bit and come back to start the revolution.
That part. Thank you so much. You have been amazing. And like I said, you're welcome anytime. This has been a dope conversation. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Take care.
You too. Man, y'all, Glenn came with, first of all, the guest today, just one, Dr. Lewis came in and woo-sawed me, and then Glenn came and gave me all the black power and motivation. Like, I feel powerful. Like, I feel like I could go on Miami Beach and do business and do stuff. He was good. You saw what he said, Mama, about me? Oh, that was so, oh gosh, that touched my heart. That I was, yeah, I'm gonna cry about that one later on. Cause I'm like, when you start talking about ancestors and whew, let me say, but thank you, Glenn and Dr. Lewis for coming on today. Amazing guests, y'all. I can't wait to chop those up and just have those as individual interviews because they were so good today. Yeah, so you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go back to our feel good news, and we have some things that we wanted to just share there. One, I just wanted also to share some of the videos and content that our amazing reporters has did. Yeah, Glenn was great. Glenn, all 10 across the board. Applause, applause, applause. Like, amp me up. I feel so empowered. Like, that's gonna fuel me for the rest of the month. I'm good. You can't tell me nothing. I'm black. I'm powerful because Mr. Glenn said so. Okay. When I go down to the beach, the first place I'm going. I own this. Okay. Yep. God's words coming to pass in your life. Come on now. Don't see why this always turn into a preachy. Y'all, let's get back. So back to some feel good news. I just want to, also to highlight some of these things. So we were talking about a Bethune-Cookman scholar. Then also too, y'all, guess who birthday today? The Queen Bee. The Queen Bee. And let's hear what our Queen Trina had to say about it.
Is the super baddest woman, baddest queen. It's just a bad universe, the B universe. We're not gonna put her up with nobody. Done. Okay, game over. Beyonce. That's it. We're not gonna nothing. Beyonce.
Rihanna?
I love Rihanna, but Beyonce.
This another one that's gonna have a faux Pete. This tough.
Kim, come on now. No, Beyonce's not in the category. Beyonce's by herself. And we can put the other girls in the category. Now I'll do that.
Okay.
Beyonce's the queen. Now she's on the top of
she down. She up there.
She at the top. We gotta look, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. And
Beyonce.
Queen Trina said it, and that's what it is, and it's gonna consistently be broken. Matter of fact, let's go to Beyonce page real quick so we could just have the queen on the screen. Okay. Julius, I don't know if you're still out there watching, but we gonna, I know you are a Beyonce super stan, and yes, come on, we gotta put Beyonce on the screen because it's her birthday. So happy birthday, Beyonce. Hope you enjoying your day with your husband and your kids and your mama and your sister and them, and just having a good day. And just thank you for the gift of music and art that you have given us as a community and as a world. That Renaissance album was therapeutic for me. Okay, like that album has a special place in my heart forever, and I'm like, it's the biggest gift. And I'm like, the fact that God moved through somebody like that to help bring me out of a dark place that I was in and a sad place, it was just a joyful a joyful album, and it literally helped shake me out of a moment. Forever grateful, and just the music is just great. So happy birthday, Beyonce. We love you. Some other feel good news that I would like to share is, our Orange Blossom Classic recap. And you know what? Let's go over here because I don't know why it's showing like that when we show the links. But shout out to Justin and Derica for working on this. So let me share this tab for y'all.
From the moment fans packed the stands, the
Let's
energy
try
was
that
off the
again because I
charts.
want y'all to get
Rattler,
that from the beginning. So here we go.
what's up, Hello fam? The Orange Blossom Classic was the game to be at this year. Howard versus FAMU, a true clash of the HBCU giants. From the moment fans packed the stands, the energy was off the charts. Rattlers and Bison fans went bar for bar, showing love for their teams, and I don't blame them. They kept the energy alive all night, pumping up the crowd and matching the game's intensity with every chant and routine. On the field was nothing short of a battle, back and forth, defense holding strong, offense fight for every yard. Both teams refused to back down. And honestly, the game came down to the wire. Every play mattered, every second counted, and when the dust settled, Howard nearly stood tall, claiming the Orange Blossom Classic Championship with a nail-biting 10-9 victory. It wasn't just a game. It was a showcase of pride, tradition, and HBCU excellence. This is what the Orange Blossom Classic is all about.
Come on now. Come on. Shout out to Justin. You better come through. Yes.
What's up, Hello fam?
Come
The
on,
Orange
Hello
Blossom
fam.
Classic was the game to be at this year.
Stop
Howard.
that. So some other coverage that we did this weekend that I want to show y'all was well, not this week. Well, last week, but this was done by Ashley J, our producer. Let me get the sound right because I don't like when it does that. Here it goes.
Milestone more than 50 years in the making. Tonight marks a milestone more than 50 years in the making. The Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce is celebrating its return to Liberty Square, a move that honors legacy while looking ahead at supporting local businesses across South Florida.
What we do is build small business, providing incubator space, providing technical service, doing workshops, as I say, connecting the dots for small business. And we're in the heart of our community building small business.
We have to revitalize, we have to put blood back into these veins of our main streets. And that's what Mr. Terry Elliott has been doing for many, many years.
It's very important for the community. We didn't have resources at all. We had to go outside to the commissioner office and try to bring help in. But by having the chambers here, now we have a facility that we can knock on their door and get answers. So that give us an opportunity to come open up an office or start a small business. So we welcome them to 15th Avenue in Liberty City.
Because there's so many partnerships, so many collaboration. I mean, us, the entrepreneurs, the things they have been doing for this community is just phenomenal. So for them to have their space back where they originally started, history, baby. It's a milestone.
With High Low News, it's Ashley J reporting from Liberty Square.
Hey, come on now with the stand up. Come on, Ashley, with High Low News. Yes, come on. And that was some of the coverage I was telling y'all we were doing this past weekend, from Wednesday to Sunday. We were all over Miami-Dade County in South Florida. So shout out to our team. And that was a piece from Ashley and Justin. Let me see this comment. Not a big Beyonce fan, but happy birthday, girl. It's also my son's birthday today as well. Happy birthday, Ani and Isaiah's daddy. Okay, that's my mama. We got the same last name. So she's clearly talking about my brother. About my brother. Happy birthday, DJ. Hope you're enjoying your day. You brought me two of my favorite gifts in the world, my two treasures, my Ani and my Isaiah. So happy birthday to you as well. You share this day with Beyonce. Some other feel good news that we have is just wanted to show you guys. You know what? I wanted to give a shout out to we were at the state of Black food, but what I'll do is I'll save that for next week. And I just wanted to give a shout out to had a great time at Fan Fest representing High Low with Derica. Hey, and you also gave my mama was a low-key shooter reporter for us. She went and got me some footage of Coach D dancing the line dance. Let me show y'all what my mama did. Let me show y'all her footage that she shot for us, not even knowing she was shooting it for us, but I just had to post it because it was so good. So this is Coach D out there line dancing at the Orange Blossom Classic Fan Fest. If you saw our previous week, he was on talking about the health and wellness work that he's going through, line dancing, and trying to get the community moving through this activity. And he works with the Circle of Brotherhood. And so, yeah, he was good one time. And look at him. You better roll them hips. You better roll. You better come on and get them together. Get them feet up now. Come on, Coach D. And so my mom shot this and sent it to me. And I was like, oh, this is so good. Please let me post this on to the page. So, the last feel good news that I want to share is this. Shout out to Councilman Reggie Leon, who was honored with the congressional.
So this is how we do it in Congress. We say, Mr. Speaker, I, Congresswoman Frederica S. Wilson, from the great state of Florida, seeks recognition. I rise today to honor an exceptional public servant and community leader, City of Miami-Dade Councilman Reggie Leon. And you know that it goes on to list all of his accomplishments and all of his honors. And then it closes with, Mr. Speaker, these remarks will be entered into the official congressional record. They will then be permanently placed in the Library of Congress. Bring up that congressional record with Mr. Reggie Leon. With our hero tonight. We love you, Reggie. Keone, you all come on. Mr. Hardeman, Keone. Miles Pistorius, This is so.
And what she's saying, y'all, but her voice a little. Scratch that from the record. We love you, Queen Frederica Wilson. But you got a high pitched voice. But we love you. But shout out to you for honoring Councilman Reggie Leon with that congressional record. That's a really big deal because that goes into the Library of Congress. And I think he's the only, outside of former Mayor Shirley Gibson, which may she rest in peace. He's the only other Miami Gardens elected official that has that honor. So kudos to you and shout out to you for getting that, for all the work that you are doing in the community. And shout out to Congresswoman Wilson for recognizing that. Congratulations from Broadway Music Group. Come on, Broadway. We need to link up. I think I saw you in our video. We were that when we were at the video we just did of the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce grand opening. You were in our video. So thank you for doing that, Mr. Broadway. Yeah, Ma, I ain't got no sense. Them people barely like me over there in Miami Gardens. I'm just making it so I never get to go back. They're gonna be like, don't invite her to nothing, okay? She stay making fun of us. Okay, so now we need to get into some hot topics. Honestly, today, I'm gonna save one for next week. We'll save the budget for next week and Sheila McCormick, but we got to get into this vaccines. We got to get into this vaccine. So let me run the graphics for y'all. Come on now. Hot topics. That's hot. Yo, welcome to the Hot Topic segment. Today's Hot Topic is we are talking about vaccines. And we are talking about vaccines in a way that means that they may not be here anymore in the state of Florida. Ron DeSantis and the Surgeon General of the state of Florida is saying, you know what? We don't care about your kids' health. We want to take away vaccines. For what reason? I'm not even sure why. Who telling y'all to mess with it? But let's get into a little bit of that. So let me share this screen real quick with y'all so y'all can see what's going on with the vaccine. So we actually did an article on it today and we covered it. And I love this. I love this image. I want to make it small so y'all can really see the full screen. So let me Let me do this for y'all. So share this tab and bam, and put this up here and bam. So here we go. Here we go. So the Surgeon General compares Florida vaccine mandate for students to slavery. Okay, we got our little pop up. We got our things. And so school board member Dr. Steve Gallen calls comparison incredible. Under the leadership of Governor Ron DeSantis, Florida is set to become the first state in the nation to eliminate all vaccine mandates, a move that public health experts and community leaders warn could have devastating consequences, especially for Black and Hispanic communities in South Florida. At a press conference Wednesday, Florida Surgeon General Joseph Ladapo, excuse me, Joseph Ladapo compared vaccine mandates to slavery, as slavery is defined as a system of dehumanization and forced labor rooted in racial violence. Many critics have condemned equating slavery with public health measures designed to prevent the spread of deadly diseases. Governor DeSantis and Surgeon General Ladapo backed backed by the support of U.S. Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr., Make America's Healthy Again agenda, are looking to get rid of these protections entirely. Dr. Gallen shared his views with Hilo News as it pertains to Surgeon General Ladapo's comments equating slavery to vaccine mandates. And Dr. Gallen said, the health and safety of our students and staff have been a priority in public and private schools for decades in Florida and throughout the nation. A proposed elimination of required vaccinations for school-aged children runs counter to proven science and undermines the confidence and expectations that parents and families have come to rely on when they send their children to school. Science saves lives. There is no scientific evidence that the elimination of vaccinations for school-aged students will make them healthier, safer now or in the future. The current Florida law requiring school vaccinations ensures health and safety and saves lives. We pray that remains their common and priority moving forward. And lastly, I find a comparison of vaccinations to the horrors of slavery incredible. Millions died as a result of slavery. Millions of children live as a result of being vaccinated, said Dr. Gallen. Come on now. Yeah, I know Dr. Gallen be dropping the mic on y'all. He gonna give you some words, okay, and drop some bars. Elected officials like Congresswoman Frederica Wilson and Senator Jones are also sounding the alarm. Governor DeSantis must either remove Joseph Ladapo as Surgeon General or have him resign, said Congresswoman Wilson in a recently released statement. As a former teacher and principal, I know how vital childhood vaccinations are. Ending vaccine mandates puts the whole community at risk of preventable diseases. This reckless move jeopardizes the health and lives of countless Floridians, from children to seniors, especially those too young to be vaccinated or those with compromised immune systems, said Senator Jones. The DeSantis administration is actively undermining public health, making communities more vulnerable to outbreaks and increasing the burden of healthcare systems. Black communities already burdened by systematic barriers to healthcare and disproportionately impacted by crises like COVID-19 pandemic stand to be hit the hardest by the removal of vaccine requirements. In many of these neighborhoods, schools double as trusted spaces for health access and information. Stripping away vaccine mandates could leave marginalized families to make high stakes medical decisions without reliable guidance or support. Ultimately, the Florida legislature will decide whether the public health protections remain intact or whether the state moves into a different direction. Oh, child. And honestly, y'all usually don't read the whole article, but that one was a good one. Shout out to Gabby, our new Hard News reporter. But it was just, we needed to talk about it, right? And I see y'all in the comments. Let me come over here and see what y'all saying. Hot topics. You and Thompson need to get on the flight. Hey, Justin. Florida will get rid of vaccines. I know that's a very Florida thing. Very Florida. Joseph Lotta out of pocket. Lot out of pocket. Oh. Not Justin coming in here blowing up my comments. This is crazy. We have seen an increase of children coming to the ER unvaccinated. This is not a good idea. A lot of kids are getting really sick and have to be hospitalized. Exactly. And I think it was a recent case in Houston or somewhere in Texas that a kid died from measles. Like, what we gonna have next? Polio, leprosy. Y'all bringing back all these diseases that science has got rid of. And here's the tea, especially the Republicans kill me with this. God created science. God put the knowledge in these people's brains to come up with this to help us live a healthier, better life. And y'all want to take it away? And here's the thing, to me, it's just posturing because, as you saw, we reported that the Florida legislator ultimately makes this decision. So even though the Surgeon General and DeSantis are proposing this, the lawmakers ultimately decided this, if this is going to be a thing. Everybody take your kids away from the unvaccinated. Don't let them stop you from taking care of your fam. That part, DeSantis, awful person. And here's the thing, I was talking to somebody personally. They were like, first of all, you telling me you want to have your nasty kids, uh contaminated kids playing patty cake with my kids on the playground, and you want me to not have them vaccinated? Come on now. In what world is that okay? And this is just totally, totally ridiculous. It's such a Florida story, but I also feel like it's a headline grabber. Like at this point, especially too, if it's something that Governor DeSantis and the Surgeon General can't do on their own unilaterally, like just make that decision. It just kind of feels like it's clickbaity. Is them trying to get a row, trying to get another media, another spin in the media. Because I'm like, DeSantis is turning out like he's literally, just he could just be sitting there twiddling his thumbs at this point. So it's like, why are you doing this? Um, what's the reason? Is it some money behind it? Is it something that some company gains if kids are sick and you have some stake in it, and that's why you doing all of this? Child. Here's another video that I wanted to share with y'all from social media that we had with Dr. Gallen speaking on this. And let me share this tab with y'all. So let's get out of here. And bam.
As it relates to the governor's decision to remove it, I know that there's discussion regarding a move to eliminate vaccinations for school-aged children in the state of Florida. Currently, we know that Florida law requires school-aged children to be vaccinated. So I would anticipate that there will be a question for the legislature. But for decades, Florida and states around the country, all states around the country, have recognized that the health, safety, and welfare of children have been predicated on students being vaccinated while they enter school.
And what do you think this will do to the children and their health?
I think the science is very clear. The science is very clear. We don't have to
contemplate. Science is very clear.
Science has proven for decades, in many cases well over a half a century, that vaccinations save lives. We're in the position of educating children, but we want to educate them in a safe, healthy environment, not only for the children in the schools, but the faculty and the staff that work there. And the science has proven that vaccinations save lives. So we want to make sure that the state recognizes that. We are optimistic that our legislature will take a look at that. I'm not clear on the governor's plans regarding specificity or regarding this initiative. This has just been announced. But as far as I can remember, as a 35-year educator, vaccinations were always critically important for our children. And not only as an educator, but as a former student and as a parent. I think it's critically important that we utilize science to protect our children's health and welfare in our schools. And parents expect.
And y'all can go watch that full video clip that we have with Dr. Gallen on our page. But yeah, child, they trying to make y'all kids not get the measles, child. They trying to make the kids not. Are y'all pro-vax or anti-vax? How y'all feel about vaccines? Because the doctor told me to get one the other day. I think a flu one or something, and I was like, I don't want this. But I do feel like the measles and all those other things, polio, what else? Tuberculosis, hepatitis C, and all that, like the stuff that will really F you up. Now, don't try to shoot me with that flu thing. And here's the thing, I got the COVID vaccine, and I don't care, and it helped. It helped me and Thompson did not get. Me and my fiance did not get the COVID. We did not, and I got tested a couple of times when I felt a little sniffle, a little cough. We was very. But here's the other thing too. We was in Connecticut, and them people up there was taking the health seriously. In Florida, I wasn't down here with y'all, and y'all was out partying on yachts and just getting sick and killing y'all grandmas and y'all grandpas. Oh, you got your flu shot? I want to get one. Here's the thing. I heard with the flu shot that it gives you the flu. So I don't want to get the flu to fight the flu. Like, I just want to, I take my vitamin C and my all my other things that I be doing to keep my immune system good. Give me all the vaccines. Pop them like Skittles. Let me see pro-vac for the kids, but I'm tired of CVS asking about the flu shot. Look, and here's the thing. With kids though, kids are so like touchy. They put stuff in their mouth. They touch their eyes. You don't want your kid around some kid that ain't fighting the measles, that ain't fighting tuberculosis and hepatitis C. And I don't know what else you get for your things and polio and all the things. I don't want my child around it if I had one. So this is crazy to me. And, hopefully the Florida legislator does right by the health of our kids and just pray if they don't, just y'all stay prayed up. Y'all vaccine y'all kids and at least they'll have a fighting chance. The parents that I've spoken to are against vaccination states is because they think it's caused autism and ADD. But here's the thing, didn't we get okay, so I'm trying to think, when did vaccines become a thing, right? And when did that when did that start? Because when I have ADHD or ADD or autism too, if it caused that, if my mama had it and my grandma was getting a vaccine, like wouldn't it just be in the DNA already? I got the first shot, but no flu shot for me. And see, I don't know what it is about that flu shot we don't trust, but we'll get the other ones. Here's the thing. There is a case too about the autism and the ADD. I don't know, because am I the only one who feel like the Gen Alpha kids is so many, everybody kids got the autism or ADD. I'm like, what's causing that? And here's the thing. It may not even be the vaccine. It could be the food we eating with all the hormones and things they pump into it, because true tea, I want to know what year they started doing vaccines and when do we start seeing a rise in autism and ADD. And here's the other thing too, medicine has gotten better. Some of y'all uncles and grandmas and probably had autism and ADD too. We just said, you know how such and such, how Uncle Charlie is. He a little slow. We ain't even call it autism and ADD. Let me see. Vaccines does not cause ADHD. So I got all my vaccines and y'all did too. That's what I'm saying. Like at some point, the thing was okay. It's not that it's causing it's more kids are getting tested. Back in the day, there was no test. And that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Technology, health has improved. Y'all wasn't testing in the 1940s. Y'all was just getting out of depression. In the 1960s, 70s, 80s, nobody was testing for these things. Now they are. And we all know, I think it's the food too. But I also too think it's always been a couple of people who maybe was in regular classes that you felt like should have been in another class because they was a little too touched, a little too special, a little too active. And you like, God dang, Eddie, sit down, stop touching me. Teacher, Eddie got up again and he took my pen. And I wanted to be like, why is he in this class with me? I could sit still. Why Eddie ain't sitting still? And I'm low-key naming a real person that I went to Myrtle Grove Elementary School with. And Julius, I wonder if you clocking it. But Eddie's a sweetheart now. I won't say his last name. But Eddie, sit down. Teacher, Eddie punched me in the chest. I'm telling her, this is a real story at this point. This is a real story. Eddie was so hyperactive. He was kind of bad too. Like he would be cussing people out, and we was like 6 and he was already saying all the cuss words. And I'd be like, Eddie, get out my face. Now, Eddie did have a little crush on me, so I don't know if that was why he kept bothering me. But still, he used to be all over fucking Myrtle Grove, hopping all around them people's shit. Yes. Eddie, stop. Eddie, get out. Give me my paper. Teacher, Eddie keep touching me. Polio music hasn't been cured. We forgot about it. Why? Because we were vaccinated. That part, we thought it disappeared. It didn't disappear. We were vaccinated for it. And a lot of people don't even understand the thing with the COVID too. A lot of people got that vaccine. That was helping stop that shit from spreading. But we ain't even finna get into that. So Troy had a lot of classmates back in the 70s who probably was on the spectrum. Exactly, y'all. Exactly. Look, y'all, we have had a great show. Shout out to Ashley J, our new show producer, who helped me today, and she's getting us together with the graphics, doing a great job. shout out to y'all for rocking with us. Shout out to our guests, Mr. Glendon Hall, Dr. LaToya Lewis, for coming on and sharing amazing information. I really, really just enjoyed the show today, and I'm glad that it took a turn for the better, because I came on just frazzled and just trying to do too much, and when the video stopped and I'm sending out links to the old video, it was just so much. But I'm so glad that my guests recentered me and got us back on track and just had a great conversation. And y'all in the comments, I call y'all my co-hosts. Y'all are part of the show. Y'all just made it a vibe. So as y'all know, always we got to sell some we got to pay some bills and let people know about us. I'm going to play some ads at the end, but make sure y'all are following us on all social media platforms. Make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe. Y'all comment, especially if y'all watching on YouTube. We are trying to get closer to our monetization. Look, guys, we actually hit our goal of 300 subscribers within like 4 months. Okay, so I'm so happy about that. The next goal is to get to 500. I think we're now at like 330, 40 or something like that. So we got a little bit ways to go, but that we get to 500 and we get to monetization. So make sure, especially if you're watching on YouTube, we're already monetized on Facebook. So we're trying to get monetized on YouTube. Y'all help us get to 500 subscribers. And definitely make sure y'all hit that like button, watching live, put it on replay, commenting, sharing it with people, letting people know what's going on with the show. And I'm so glad, Mr. Glendon gave me, he told me not to call him Mr., but Glenn gave me such a confirmation and reaffirming me in this work that I'm doing. And even the fact that somebody of his caliber, because I've heard of him, like I know he's a big deal down here. And he actually was saying, he told Matthew Pygott, hey, reach out to Janae. I need to get on her show. And I'm like, he wants to come on my show? Like Glendon Hall, like the dude who run stuff down here. So to me, like for that just touched my heart. And he just definitely reaffirmed the work that we're doing. And so shout out to our team and what we're doing. And thank y'all for rocking with us and supporting us. Like I said, like, share, comment, and help us reach our goal of 500 subscribers on YouTube. We gonna get there, y'all. As long as we keep our head to the sky, we gonna get there, okay? Y'all, this has been another amazing episode of the Can We Talk podcast. I will see y'all next week on time and on full cylinders, because I'm going to have my girl Ashley getting me right. Y'all make sure y'all support our advertisers who support us, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
There's a 1 in 8 chance that a woman will develop breast cancer in her lifetime. And for Black women, we're more than likely to be diagnosed before the age of 50. Head to BaptistHealth.net right now to schedule your mammogram and be on the proactive side of care. Mammograms save lives.
When the last time you had a prostate screening?
I haven't done it.
What about colonoscopy?
I've been thinking about it. I know I have to do it.
Come on, man. We can't wait till something happens. We can't wait for nobody to do it for us. We got to do it ourselves.
Yeah, you're right.
So we got to make it a priority, man.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it.
Full checkup once a year, and make sure you ask the doctors to get a PSA. And important, make sure you get that colonoscopy. You 50 now, man. You got to.
This was awesome.
Thank you for tuning in.